Welcome to another insightful episode of EduAdvice Podcast. Today, we are joined by Mr. Purushottam Nigam, founder of Elevates, technology sales leader, solution architect, author, and mentor. His journey is a remarkable example of resilience and continuous learning from being a Hindi medium student and starting his career during recession with a modest salary to becoming a successful technological professional, entrepreneur, and author. Through his experience of career transition, layoff, leadership roles, and personal goals, he has inspired thousands of professionals to transform challenges into opportunities. Welcome to Edu Advice Podcast, Mr. Purushottam Nigam. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much for giving me this platform to share my thoughts and my vision. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So let's start. My first question to you is your journey begins as an Hindi medium student from a middle class background, and today you are successful entrepreneur and technological leader. What message would you like to give to students who feel disadvantaged because of these educational background, languages, or circumstances?
Mhm. Good question. In fact, very good question. So, I would like to give a message to the students that doesn't matter what kind of small and big problems you are having. You must remember that tough times never last, but tough people do, right? So your starting point can't be your end destination. You can born poor, but you cannot die poor. If you are not wealthy, you are born in maybe a middle class family or maybe in a family which is financially weak. That is not your choice. But getting wealthier, getting successful, becoming successful is your responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, I also come from a middle class family, middle class background, and my father could not afford convent education. That is why I was studying in a Hindi medium school where the books were in Hindi, all the subjects were in Hindi except English as a subject. So, what I had done is I challenged myself. I asked my father, I asked Papa, I understand you cannot afford a convent education for me. Can you afford a Hindi to English dictionary for me? As well as, can you help me buy the books in the English version? The same books, physics, chemistry, maths, in the English version, which I had were in Hindi version, right? And then I translated all those stuff which was written in Hindi. I translated it to English, and then I started slowly, I started learning how to write the exam in English. And it was during 99 and 2000, 20 years back,
Yeah.
right? So that was my journey. So the message I want to give is no problem. You are stuck in a tough situation, but the tough situations won't last longer.
Yes, sir, rightly said. Like tough time won't last longer, but tough people will, handle it. And with your journey, it's quite inspiring that, language is no more a barrier for your success.
Correct.
Yes, sir. So you often speak about turning adverses into opportunities. In today's competitive world, many students face failure in exams, placements, or career choices. So, how can young people develop the mindset to bounce back from setbacks and stay motivated?
Okay. Short answer is positive thinking. If you want to build a winning mindset to overcome from any tough situation, adversities, you need to build a positive mindset. How you can build the positive mindset? by giving your mind positive thoughts. How can you do that? Let me tell you a simple trick. Whenever you get up early in the morning, or maybe at what time you get up in the morning, when your feet touches the ground, just say two words. Thank you. When you say thank you are thanking the universe that you are alive. This is the most positive thing in the world because you are alive. And whatever amenities you have, if you are a student, you have your parents, you have a home to live in, you have food, you have all the amenities, maybe you have education, your parents are treating you well, right? So many things are around you. If you are a professional, you have a job. So you should be first giving the positive thoughts to your mind. Whenever you get up early in the morning, just say thank you. And when you say thank you, then everything around you becomes positive. Because it is a survey that within a day, 80% of thoughts which are coming to your mind are negative. So you need to tune your mind to think positively. So start from the day when uh, you are awakened, right? So this way you can tune your mind that yes, everything is positive around me, and this will help you solve your problems. You cannot run away from the problems. You must analyze, accept, and solve.
Yes, sir, rightly
And
said.
let me tell you my story as well. So there were adversities in my life. I had gone through layoff three times in my life. And what I observed, every time when there was an adversity, I always try to figure out a solution, not running away from the problem. And when last time I was laid off in 2023, I started writing the book. This is my book, Layoff, Disaster or Opportunity. And this is a best-selling book on Amazon. So I turned the disasters into opportunities. So this is the message I want to give to the students or maybe the professionals. If you find a problem, find a possibility, find an opportunity. Why there are hospitals? Because there are some problems. People are sick, people are ill, and hospitals are solving those problems and making money. For them, for hospitals, this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
The schools and colleges, what they are solving, how they are making money. Because you have a problem, you want to study.
Yes.
This is the approach. You find possibilities in the problems.
Yeah, the bare minimum thing, rightly you said, is we need to show gratitude to the universe that we are alive. And rightly
Yes,
said, like hospitals are earning income out of the problems, like solving the problems. Then we should figure out the way and not think in negative way and go in depression. Why? क्यों मेरे साथ ही ऐसा होता है? We shouldn't think like that and stand back.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, my next question to you is you started your career during recession, as you mentioned, and
Mhm.
later navigated to multiple career challenges, including layoffs. As you mentioned, in 2023 only. So, what are
Yeah.
the most important life skills and employability skills that students should develop today to remain relevant in an uncertain job market?
Hmm. So it is very important to have a balance of technical, functional, and vital skills, right? When I coach somebody, I'm a coach as well. So when I coach somebody, I always tell them that no matter how technical you are, no matter how good you are into coding or anything, You must also create a balance around acquiring the right vital skills, which can be communication skills. You should be able to communicate your thoughts and knowledge properly to someone, maybe one to one or in a group, right? Second is problem solving skill. Just like I mentioned, if you are solving the problem, you can make money. If you are helping an organization to either make money or save money,
You
you
can,
will be valued.
yeah.
You will be valued, right? Adaptability. Situations will change, technologies will change, scenarios will change. But if you are adaptable, you can live. Cockroaches have the greatest adaptability. They are adapting the situation from the ages. अर्थ पर सबसे ज्यादा पहले से मौजूद हैं कॉकरोचेस. They are adaptable. They are not like dinosaurs who could not adapt to the situation, right?
Yes, sir.
Then teamwork and leadership. You can't win alone. You require a team to win a battle. And when I say leadership, you can be an individual contributor, but itself you are a leader. If you are doing your task with extreme responsibility, you are taking initiatives for your organization, for your self improvement, you are a leader. Then client handling and value selling. If you are an MBA, you are facing your client, or maybe you are an engineer and you are deployed at a client side. You are in such a scenario where you need to deal with the people. So you must understand how to deal with the people. How should I gain the trust of my customer, of my colleagues, of my manager, so that they can think of me as a trusted advisor? And last is continuous learning. You should not stop learning. These are the skills you should have.
Yes, sir. So, just not depending on hard skills, but also depending on soft skills. So, these all are important soft skills. All should adopt to and move with. And one more interesting example I wanted to add on when you brought cockroaches, they were adopting. So, it's
Yeah,
related to anthropology. Homo sapiens were able to evolve because they were adaptive to the climate changes, and Neanderthal who couldn't evolve. Just because they couldn't adapt to the climatic changes. So adaptability is a very important factor in order to ensure to grow and ahead in their career. So
absolutely. Because what I feel today, students who are getting placed, colleges are arranging for their placement, but they are placed, and within 2 to 3 months,
lay
they
off.
leave their job.
Yeah.
And the major reason for that is lack of adaptability.
Yes.
आपको टफ सिचुएशन में रहना आना चाहिए, सीखना चाहिए आपको कि कैसे आपको टफ सिचुएशन से निकलना है. भाग नहीं सकते आप, कब तक भागोगे? So
Yes.
adaptability is the key. Yes.
Yeah. Problems are good for us. I mean, like problems आएंगे, then only we'll stand back tougher to ensure we are adaptable and we are evolving with it. We are learning with it.
जी.
Yeah, and one more thing, one of the biggest challenge students face is communication and confidence. The things you mentioned about the soft skills. So, as
Hmm.
someone who build expertise in public speaking, value selling, and becoming a trusted advisor, what practical steps can students take to improve their communication and professional pressure?
Hmm. So if you want to communicate proper, want to learn maybe any kind of a speaking skill, speaking in public, right? So public speaking is speaking in public, right? For that, you need thoughts. From where you are going to get the thoughts? When you are going to read the books, So number one, read. Read the books, read the literature, read the facts, right? Then speak, practice, speak in a group, speak one to one. Even you can have the leverage of mobile phone. Just open your mobile phone, make an eye contact to you itself, start speaking, start sharing your thought with yourself. Nobody is judging you, right? So read, speak, listen. The good speakers are very good listeners. And remember 80-20 rule. If you are in a forum and there are conversations happening, maybe you are in a client meeting or maybe you are in a conference, roundtable conference, remember this 80-20 rule. 80% let other speak. 20% you speak. This will give you a lot of ideas because you are consuming the information and you have now time to react properly. For one question, you might be having three different answers based on the situation, right? And then participate, practice and participate. If you can create a group of like-minded people who are dedicated for their success, who are committed to learn and improve, you can create a group and start practicing. Whatever you have learned, whatever knowledge you have gained through reading the books, you can practice.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
Rightly said. Like read, speak, and then listen. Listening is also very important in order to ensure a proper communication between each other and understand the problem. And once
Correct.
students or professionals start adapting these all aspects, then automatically they will succeed in their work and whatnot, like whatever the projects or businesses they are going into. So, many students are confused about whether they should focus on degrees, certification, or skills. So, based on your experience, what should be the right balance between academic qualification and real world skills for the long term career success? As you mentioned, um, the important skills which they should have were soft skills mostly, but even hard skills are important. So, how to ensure balance between both of them?
Hmm. So understand this in a way like you are building a house or maybe a multi-story building, right? You are constructing. So you need to lay the foundation. For every professional, your degrees are your foundations, like this, on which the entire house is going to be built. Then you acquire certifications. Certifications can be rooms. You design the room based on your requirements, based on your specializations. So certifications are the specialization. Then skills are just like the furnitures which you use for your comfort, right? And the functions, the various functions, like if you want to lay down, if you then you need to have a bed. If you want to have your lunch, breakfast, and dinner, you must be having a dining table. Then in a living room, if you are welcoming your guest, you need to have them seated. So sofa sets are there, couches are there. Like so, skills are the furnitures. Skills are to be prioritized. We should give the priorities to the skills. Once you have acquired the degrees and the certification, you need to build skills over and above so that you can solve the problems. Going forward, say I have 20 years of experience. Nobody is asking me how many marks you have got in your engineering degree in maybe a particular subject, maths. They are going to ask me about my experience and my skills to solve. I have been into sales. People ask me whenever I was having an interview, people usually ask me, okay, Purushottam, tell me a tough situation when you cracked a deal where a lot of competition was there. How did you succeed? So they are trying to understand how much skills and experience I have acquired. They are not talking about my degrees. So that is the key. If you are able to solve the problems through your skills, you are valuable.
Yes, sir. Yeah, students mostly focus on marks. I should score this much. I should be the topper of the class. But that won't help, as you mentioned. No one will ask you marks, but they'll ask you experience, what practical experience you have, and how many problems you have solved. So they should definitely even if they are focusing on marks, they should ensure they have practical knowledge of it, just not depending merely mugging it up and not understanding the concept and all.
Absolutely. And you can gain the practical knowledge in your internships, in the live projects, talking to a person who is an industry expert.
Yes.
So, give you an example, what we are doing with our organization, Elevates, we are exactly giving the students the coaching and mentoring from the industry experts. Like somebody comes to me to understand what is DevOps. He is a software developer and wants to understand DevOps. I just connect them with the industry people who can tell them that this is the concept of DevOps and this is how the things are getting operated within an organization, a small, big, or maybe enterprise kind of organization. Then you can be able to understand like what is my role if I am hired, how I'm going to perform. Because when somebody is interviewing you, as you mentioned, degree is just the key to unlock the door. We need certain percentile to be eligible for particular interview. But when we are in front of the interviewer, they are not only judging me based on my degree. They are judging me whether I am right fit for the organization or not. That is the key.
Yes, sir. So you have mentioned numerous professionals and authored a book. Like you have mentored numerous professionals and authored a book on overcoming
Mhm.
career setbacks. So if you could give three piece of advice to students and young professionals who want to build a successful and meaningful career, what would be those?
Hmm. So it is a three-step formula. It is also mentioned in my book as well. Number one, set your goals. Number two, self-assessment. And number three, start taking action. So one by one, set your goals. When I say set your goals, do not say that I want to become a DevOps engineer. It is a vague goal. What is the correct goal? I want to become a DevOps engineer working for XYZ MNC, earning this much of amount, and I need to meet that goal within 6 months to 1 year. This is a clear cut goal which you set and keep that goal in front of you, whatever is your study area or maybe within your laptop, within your book, right? This is the right way to set the goal. Then comes self assessment. You need to create a balance between technical and vital skills. So you should assess yourself how good or bad I am in technical and functional skills. Maybe if you are a BTech, what kind of coding, what kind of languages I understand and I'm well versed in. On the other hand, if I am able to communicate properly, if I am able to position myself confidently, if I am well dressed when I am talking to an interviewer, that is self assessment. And there are so many things. Comes to the professional, you can assess so many things. How is my resume? Is my resume reflecting the achievements, right? Something like that. If I'm visible in the market on LinkedIn and social media platform, That is self-assessment. Then, based on the self-assessment, you understand what are the gaps within me. Now you need to take the actions. You need to take small actions every day. Those actions can be imperfect, but those actions are consistent actions. If you are writing 10 lines a day, you are a writer. If you are doing it consistently, if you are playing some instrument continuously, consistently per day, you are an artist. So, consistent, massive actions, which can be imperfect, are the key.
Yes, sir. Yeah, these three steps, that is setting goal, self-assessment, and taking action, will definitely help them to grow in their life and reach the success wherever they want to. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your inspiring journey and valuable insights with our audience. Your story reminds us that success is not determined by where we start, but by our willingness to learn, adapt, and overcome the challenges. We are confident that students, parents, educators, and professionals listening today will take away important lessons on resilience, self development, skill development, and lifelong learning. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us on EduAdvice podcast.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much for giving the platform, and I am thankful to entire team of EduAdvice. And my last message to the professionals and the students, that is, if you want to reach to your goal or destination, you have multiple options. Say, if I need to go to Bangalore from Delhi, I can take n number of options. I can go on foot, I can go by plane, I can go by train, I can go by bike or car. But the fastest way is plane. So my suggestion is to find the right mentor who can give you the right speed of plane so that you can reach to your destination very fast.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you so much.